Comfortable in my own skin. I like who I am. The good vibes keep on pumping. Turn it up, that's my jam. I feel good. How you feeling? I feel good. So good. It feels good now. Make sure to jam it in the hood loud. When you roll slow in the lane with a whip with no stains, get a taste with the fame like hanging with my big homie solo. Standing still ain't better than slow-mo. Favor ain't fair, we live a blessed life. Talking all that trash on the best style. What you wanna say now? Hate if you wanna hate, but y'all can't kill my vibe. And I be feeling so good, just happy to be alive. I said, hate if you wanna hate, but y'all can't kill my vibe. And I be feeling so good, just happy to be alive. Cause we stay comfortable in my own skin. I like who I am. The good vibes keep on pumping. Turn it up, that's my jam. I feel good. How you feeling? I feel good. So good. Comfortable in my own skin. I like who I am. The good vibes keep on pumping. Turn it up, that's my jam. I feel good. How you feeling? I feel good. So good.
So good. I'm OG, overly grateful for the chance to kill the beat, bro. Cain and Abel, ain't trying to lay low, peep the shine. Comfortable in my own skin, peace of mind. What's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. These bars in every measure, homie, get them in force. Like the 18 Beatles in every seat, they can't forget me. Plus the Trinity, I believe in, I'm breathing. Easy get Sunday morning, my reason. Everything that the Lord did, he got it right the first time. Yeah, you see with both your eyes, this right here is me. Unapologetically, jet black and free. I ain't trying to be what they want me to be. Scared of the wind, following all the trends over backwards. That ain't the way I've been gone.
Comfortable in my own skin. I like who I am. The good vibes keep on pumping. Turn it up, that's my jam. I feel good. How you feeling? I feel good. So good. Comfortable in my own skin. I like who I am. The good vibes keep on pumping. Turn it up, that's my jam. I feel good. How you feeling? I feel good. So good.
So salty, I'll still take a bite.
Okay, you can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Okay, I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn for the night. Why you so salty? I'll still take a bite.
We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Welcome to yet another TwepTwep live show. We are up and running. We have my lovely co-host with us, Munashe. Do a shout out.
Hey.
That's
You heard me, right?
Yeah, man. That's that.
Oh, okay.
It's so like one of those days when the shout out is not really a shout, you know.
Man, it's gonna be.
Oh boy.
And for all the days for my voice to not be at its optimum.
Oh gosh, on a day like this.
You know?
Well, But before we get into using your voice, Menashe, one of the things that I want to do is, we here at TwepTwep, our promise is about keeping it intimate, keeping it, yes, we're going to get sexy. Yes, we're going to talk about sex. Yes, we're going to get raunchy, but it's all within the idea of that there is a space that is before the sex that people need to talk about, and that we need to make sure that people are paying attention to. And so I wanted to bring us back kind of home to that, with the starting section of Whispers. So today, what I'd like us to do, Munashe, is actually, I've been looking at just some of the tips and tricks and techniques, of how to increase, or how to equip a couple or a person with the tools that can help to increase the intimacy in their relationship. And I'd like to share some of those things tonight, before I get into the sex story review, which I believe all the men here will find absolutely intriguing when we get there. But before we go there, as I said, I really just wanted, and then after the sex story review, we'll launch into our literotica and poetry. But again, before we get there, I just wanted to share some of the things that I've been learning over the past couple of weeks. Actually fulfill my role as the brain. So the first thing I want to talk about, Menashe, is when people get into relationships, right? Sometimes you know somebody, sometimes you have to get to know them, right? And a lot of the times when you've done your first couple of dates and now getting to know the person, you've now gotten into this kind of an intimate space. And it is when you get into that intimate physical space, a lot of the times, that some of the intimate social space begins to cause a problem, right? Because you start bucking up into friends, and you start figuring out how to talk to the person, how to get past that stage of well, they call it the honeymoon phase, but I mean, I don't want to use that unless we're talking about a marriage, just because I am who I am. But more this puppy love, more lust part of the stage. And what I've found is that there's this really cool book, I'm sure you've heard of it, Menashe, that's out already. It's called The 5 Love Languages.
Yes.
And I'm going to share some stuff about it, because I want to talk about the 5 love languages, understanding what your love language is, and then just working through that, throughout everything. So one of the first things that I found is, do we understand our love languages, and do we understand how to work them, how to use them to continue to build that intimacy between each other and the relationship? And it's nice and all to think about, the words of affirmation, meaning, you encourage the person, like what you would like to hear, what makes you feel loved, are those words that encourage you, right? Versus the acts of service. The little things.
Can I butt in a little? Did you
Yeah,
talk
man.
about what the love language is? What is a love language?
No.
Because, yeah, man, get into that. Because
No. All right, no problem. Let's. Would you like to go first, or you want me to jump in and continue talking?
well, let me give it a try, and
All
then
right.
what I leave out, you can hop in with. But
Yeah, man.
everyone receives love or experience love in a different way. I remember I was told a perfect story. You ever hear a man and a woman arguing, and she's saying, "Oh, but you don't love me," and he's saying, "But look, I buy this big house, I give you the BMW, you go shopping, blah 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 blah," and she's like, "Those are things, you don't love me." But for
True.
him, maybe his love language is receiving gifts. So what he
Right.
does is give gifts. Hers might be quality time, or what's mine again? Physical touch, or
I
acts
wonder
of
why yours is
service,
physical
or
touch now.
my primary is actually physical touch, and my secondary is the one you were talking about.
The words of affirmation thing.
Words of affirmation, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we all see love differently. So when people talk about if the person loved me, they would.
Right.
I always shake my head, because they are, but it's just not in the way you think love looks. You see love differently. Love looks differently to you. So
Well, I see somebody here who obviously sees love very differently, highlighting that you wanted to butt in, and that them know that you must be freaky because you are talking about butt already. You know, we're not going to we're not going
Oh
to
my God.
we're not going to be too bad tonight until a little bit later. But yes, that is exactly it, Munashe. Like the fact is, when we're talking about intimacy, we're talking about communication, or it's wrapped up in communication. And how do we show somebody that we're attracted, interested, and even want to be around them, right? How do we show that person that kind of a desire? And yeah, you're perfectly right, because if you have that mismatch, then you're gonna have problems, right?
Mhm.
If your partner's love language is words of affirmation, but then every time you see them, you're talking about what hasn't been done or what is not going right, then
Mhm.
that can be a problem, right? There's no way you can tell them that you love them and you're not recognizing and filling their love tank in this particular way.
That's
Um,
right.
but the beautiful thing about this, Manasha, is I'm not here just to talk about the love languages, because I think if people want to learn about the love languages, they can look it up themselves.
Mhm.
I've actually posted a link to two of the quizzes, two of the love language quizzes into our chat. And so if you are interested in taking the quiz, and I recommend that you guys take the quiz, because guess what? That's what this is about. It's about learning about yourself. It's about learning about each other, right? And it's about learning how to continue to communicate in a way that engenders intimacy, right? Because you see, if you keep on having sex without intimacy, all that ends up is that you keep fucking, and the person turns
Exactly.
into a fuck buddy, right? And that's not what you
That's
want.
right.
You want to develop something. So I recommend that you guys do this quiz, figure out really and truly what your love language is, what her love language is, what both of your love languages are. Let's not talk about him and her and whatever, but figure out what your love languages are, right? There's a
Mhm.
quiz for couples, there's a quiz for singles. I've linked them in the chat. But it now goes a step further, Munashe. Now, if you are really committed and you're a tech person like myself, right? And
Mhm.
you've done the quiz, you've learned the language, but you still find that you're having some little trouble as things go along. What they've now done is that they've now introduced an app for that.
Oh.
So now they've introduced the Love Nudge. It's an app for the love languages, and the real use of it is if you guys download it and are using it together, right? There are easy ways to send your partner little nudges that you need a little touch up in your love tank, right? You can set tasks for yourself to do to remind yourself that you need to speak your partner's love language. Because
Mhm.
look here, suppose your primary love language is physical touch and your secondary love language is quality time. But my primary love language is giving gifts, and my
Mhm.
secondary one is acts of service,
Receive. Mhm.
right? I am going to need some kind of a reminder that says, hey, you need to tell her, say, love her in the way she'll hear it. Because I will naturally do things to show you I love you, but you won't see them, right? And so that's why
Exactly.
Love Nudge is here. I will put the link for Love Nudge in the chat as well. But Munashe, me not gonna stop this, all right? It can't done this. So
It's not the TwepTwep way.
that's exactly. We don't stop, right? So there's yet another quiz. But guess what this quiz is for? This quiz is for your erotic blueprint,
Mm.
right? Your erotic blueprint. No, pretty much what this quiz is telling you is it is saying, listen, there are particular ways that you like to be loved, and not loved feeling loved, right? There are particular ways that you want to engage the sexual act. There are particular ways that you want to engage with the other person in that sexual act. Yeah. And what this blueprint does is it lets you know, just like the love language, right? I'm using the same concept. Maybe there are things that affect you that do affect me. So for instance, they
Mhm.
have this blueprint called the energetic, right? Now, the energetic person wants the letters before sex. wants the calls during the day, wants the hype up. Yeah, they want to be told about what's going to happen, and they want to live in that energy. They want you to come to the sexual act with a particular setup and a particular attitude, and they want that kind of an energy from you, so that they can feel and live in the tension of what happens before, right? Versus the sensual, who their thing is they want their entire set of senses engaged in the act. So they want the place to smell good, they want the place to look good, they want the place to feel good. They are your satin sheets, right? Those are the people who love those things. Those are the people who have a sensual erotic blueprint. And you have people who have, of course, a kinky erotic blueprint, right? As well as some other stuff. Now, I'm going to share something that
Look
probably I
like me,
shouldn't share.
bilingual.
Well, as per usual, you understand? Probably I shouldn't share this. This is the website where you can take the quiz, right? You can get to it by going to missjaya.com, and that is missjaya.com. All right. Yes, of course they wanted to come in the sexual experience. Then no must. What do you think you're there for? Right? If you're not there to come, then it don't make sense.
Exactly.
But you can go to missjaya.com, or you can go directly to the survey/quiz that will give you what your sexual blueprint is, or what your erotic blueprint is, by going to that address. Now, as I said, I'm going to share something simply because I am who I am, right? And I'm troublesome. Whose sexual blueprint do you think this is, Menashe?
Hold on, let me.
Don't call names sparingly. Well, I wish I went Menashe gone.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Right.
The score
You're not
is
supposed to take so long, man.
25.
You know this, man.
Shapeshifter, rated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, is yours?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me take it off my screen quick before I get myself in trouble.
Only 17 points up for kinky now, so I know you.
No, man, I'm me, man. But you see, the kink is the icing on the cake, right? The kink is not everything. You get me? You have to get the icing on the cake. Here I know. It's only 17% kinky. What is the shapeshifter? I agree with you guys. Definitely go. I would say do the quiz, because what you get at the end of it is a breakdown and a video of all the things that will talk about your turn-ons, what gets you to the point of orgasm, and the person has done a lot of work on that, right? Why is everybody so surprised that it's just 17% kink though?
Because anybody that know you know says lies.
I'm conservative. I can be good. I can be good.
Lightning will come out of nowhere, so yeah. Luckily we're not in the same place.
Trust me. As we move into 10:15, and I want to begin to get into the sex toy review. Before I do that, there's just one more thing that I'd want to talk about, and I mean, I want to highlight it as a necessity for everybody here. Guys, when we're talking about being in any kind of a relationship, the one thing that we have to be sure about is about who we are, right? Because you see, if you're not sure about who you are, as you get into that relationship, you're going to lose that person, right? You have to be able to express who you are, to talk about what it is that you like, what it is that you enjoy, so that you can share that with the other person. That's really what they're there for. They want to be able to share with you all of this and all of your wants and desires, right? So moving now into if there's anything, Munashed, that you want to say, let me know now before I jump into what I consider the summit of male masturbation toy design.
Oh Lord, no, go right
This
ahead.
is the it. right? Men, if you want a toy that are a male masturbator that is as much a sex toy as it is a piece of art,
I
then what
love
you're
the
looking for
design.
is the Tenga. Anything from Tenga. Tenga has spent a lot of years just making sure that their stuff is great. So this is a Tenga crystal leaf, right? The little black ridges. If you the general masturbator is in the middle, and it has a spirals, and it ensures that as you use it, it will expand to fit you, right? And then it has the leaves on the edge to create some tension, right? I'm sure you guys are still seeing this page, or you should be. So I'm going to
Hmm.
play this video for you.
We're not hearing anything though. Is there supposed to be sound?
Oh yes, there is sound. You're not hearing it?
No.
All right, hold on. We're gonna go back to the beginning because we need to understand the epicness that is Tenga. Let me just do this real quick. Hold on there. I'm coming. Well, no, I'm not coming yet. But I'll be there soon. Let's share this back this screen. Come back over here. So make sure we share an audio. And we share. We do this. And we do this. Are you hearing this time, Manasha?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Suspended floating shapes for gripping pleasure. Tenga Krista. Functional form and futuristic design combine in the Tenga Krista. The Tenga Krista is made of a soft, flexible casing. When you adjust your grip, the firm shapes embedded in this soft casing move and shift for gripping sensations. Krista Leaf. Congruous floating leaves for pleasure in waves. Krista Ball. Dynamic floating balls for pleasure in motion. Krista Block. Encompassing floating blocks for pleasure on impact. Choose from 3 unique designs. The Krista is simple to wash and includes a combination drying stand and storage case. Floating shapes suspended for beauty and pleasure. Enjoy gripping pleasure with the Tenga Krista.
Yeah, man, the Tenga Krista.
I want one.
The Tenga Krista. That is the sex toy for today's show. Let me tell you, this thing is as pretty as it is. It works extraordinarily well.
Speaking from experience. Yes.
yes. Non-COVID cough. But definitely, it is something that if you are a guy who you need more activity than your partner can provide, and you need to, rub one out every so often, then I don't want to say I recommend. Well, yeah, you know what? I can't say that. I recommend the Tengas. The Tengas, beautiful. Right? I mean, like, when something is pretty enough to give a woman penis envy, you know it is beautiful. So I want to put that on the board. Tenga, definitely among the best out there. And as we begin to get ready for the poetry and literotica section. We do have 4 poems that we'll be reading tonight. They are relatively short, and so we expect to be talking a lot about just a general feeling and vibe as we move forward. But definitely Tenga for male masturbators, 5 love languages, as well as your erotic blueprint for the intimacy in your relationships. There are 2 other things that you may want to think about when you are developing your relationship, right? And that is, you want to definitely think about who you are, and if you want to find out some little personality type quizzes, you can check out the DISC profile. That's a DISC profile, right? As well as there are 2 other things that you must be aware of. We talk to each other differently. Some of us are very passive, some of us are very aggressive, some of us are assertive, some of us are passive aggressive. We need to be careful of how we speak to each other as well, right? See all this penis envy coming out, but boy, it's serious, bad. So while we get ready for our first reading, I'm just gonna give us 30 seconds of music while our readers prepare. We do have a guest reader with us tonight. Her name is Siren. You will hear her voice when she joins us, and she will be reading a lovely bit of a piece. So 30 seconds of music, guys, and then when we're back, we're going directly into the part that you came here for, the reading of the literotica. So let's just start this right here, and then we'll be right back. No, I won't be singing, guys. I promise you. I'm not there mash up in the head.
I hope not.
I'm not there mash up in the head and sing.
Keep your mind open, keep your mind open, let's go closer. If the dream is to break the day to the Welcome to the live reading, guys. We're going to be starting with Menashe with Anonymous Part 2.
Slamming bodies against walls, flesh to flesh, skin to skin. He breathes in, I breathe out. I smell his aura. Licking his lips, tongue sucking, fingers intertwining, toes twitching, legs balling, backs in heat. I smell his aura. Body slamming, perched on shower walls, water flowing in every direction. Eyes closed, mouth open, tongue erect, teeth marks, nail grabbing. I breathe in, he breathes out. I smell his aura. Dripping, dripping hot caramel drizzling over chocolate fudged lips. Bodies twist, bodies twisting and twirling. Droplets of water, sticky and succulent. There is no rush, just coiling, curving, twinning, winding, bending, spiraling, weaving, zagging, flesh on flesh, skin on skin. I see white butterflies everywhere. We breathe in, I breathe out. He smells my aura. The end.
I was waiting for more. This is Literotica by Kiara. To the woman wearing her power suit and stilettos, hair pulled neatly in a high tie-up knot, I wonder what it would be like to watch your curls rest softly on your shoulders, head high, shoulders back, posture erect. I wonder what it would feel like to trace your outline with nothing but the tip of my tongue. A voice with command, every word spoken with intent and purpose. I wonder what it would sound like to watch those lips quiver with uncontrolled breath. Every moan as it escapes, leaving your body before you have the chance to retaliate. To the woman whose steps fall in line with a purpose greater than anyone you have ever met, fluid in motion, yet sharp and precise. I wonder how mesmerizing it would be to watch you as those legs no longer obey your request and shake out of turn, out of line with the natural order of your context. I wonder how it would be to watch you drenched in beads of sweat, to watch them adorn your olive-colored flesh like ornaments on a tree, beautiful in every sense. I wonder if I were to taste, would you overwhelm my taste buds like the sweetest honeysuckle? Rich, smooth, creamy. You would have no contest. To you, the woman, the most powerful being, I wonder what it would feel like to have you lay so softly on my chest, trapped for a moment in a world we cannot see. I wonder what it would feel like to have you forever with me. Tempt me with your eyes. Undress me with your words. Make me feel you before I feel you. Do you know what this is worth? No need for lights. The mood right now is just right. Show me your true nature. This is my delight. Come steal my manhood. Overwhelm your own senses. Look deep into my eyes, because tonight you are mine. Don't breathe. Nah. Now take a breath. While I mount your heavenly throne, a whisper escapes, inaudible at best. But I already know, in me, you are home. Slow, steady, measured, calculated. The curve of your lips and the rhythm of your hips, the rapid movement of your bare chest. You are undeniably in a state of pure content. Do you know what this is worth? our eyes meet in agreement as the waves come crashing where you ride our perfect descent. Fini.
We need the applause.
Snap, snap, snap. Over to you, Siren.
Hi, everyone. This one's called Second Initiation, and it is by Scotsman of Trelawney. Take control, be my pimp. I'll be your whore and your bitch. Let your limbs be the streets where I turn my dirty tricks. Strip me down, chain me up. God damn it, I'll be your slave. Use your tongue or whip me senseless if I ever misbehave. When your tongue is tired, sell me to your breasts. Uncover my new owners. I will do the rest. Oh, I know you like this. I feel your thighs twitching. My turn to bring the heat, and it's hot in my kitchen. Damn right, squeeze those sheets. Squeeze like you're possessed. Release your inner freak. Let me exercise your beast. You're gonna beg me for this sin. I'm gonna tease you till it hurts. When we get done this time, you can't show your face in church. There's that fire in your eyes. Now you'd gladly spread your legs. That business look all on your face. Your inhibitions dead. It's time to bring these walls down and violate this bed. We'll either make the good Lord proud or make him shake his head. Here
Wow.
endeth the reading of the word.
Wow.
Right?
Did she just say she was going to violate the bed?
Mhm.
Wow. 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 Oh my. Wow.
Okay, so we're now going to read Beauty. They say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but is it skin deep? Her name is Beauty. She was sensitive, sexy, savvy. Yes, that's a part of it. She is everything the S's were, with a little psycho in between. Eyes were like charcoal, her lips like blood red hibiscus flowers, her hair black as night, her body like hot chocolate sauce, melted and oozing over ice cream, oozing over your ice cream. Her heart as colorful as a rainbow. She didn't need a profile, her presence was enough. She walks into the club all smiles. The club was banging, and all the gentlemen watched her walk by. She sees him standing there, with his hands in his pockets as usual. Hey, why didn't you tell me you were coming? It was spontaneous. It's okay. It doesn't matter. You're here now. She gently touches his face. Stepping back, he boxes her hand away. Her eyes can't believe it. His face, as she stank of imperfection. I I should go. He walks away, glancing back at her. Each time their eyes met, he could feel that disappointment in her eyes, her lips, and her body. He stands beside his girlfriend, kissing her without any remorse. His girlfriend. She was important, impelled, imperative, impossible. She was everything I'm were, with a little cycle in between. Her eyes were like watermelons, her lips were like cactus, her body filled with nails and needles. Her heart was like a plain rock wrapped in insulation tape and tied with a cord. He looks at beauty from in the distance. She didn't know what to do. Should she leave? Should she? Her was beauty. She sits in the corner of her room smoking long. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop because the vibe kind of dead as me read go along.
I think you made a valid effort.
Yeah.
I think you made a
It,
valid effort. That one went a little sideways on us.
yes, because based on what we're reading, that's why I started to kind of go off track because it's getting a little dark.
Yeah.
It's
All
a
right.
nice point, but just not for what we're doing tonight.
Thank you, Monasha, and thank you for everyone that submitted. Just a reminder, guys, that the stuff we read and the length of time that we spend on reading is literally based on the stuff you submit. So, if you want us to spend more time, if you're enjoying us reading this stuff to you, you want to spend more time, please encourage your friends to submit. You write and submit as well. The easiest way to submit is via our submission page. And you can find that if you go to the link that was just sent into the chat. And it's right here as well. Let me just bring that up for you. If you go to the link tree TwepTwep, then you can submit your literotica there. We're looking for stories, we're looking for poetry, we're looking for even confessions, as I'm sure some of you have.
I need to go dig up some of my old poems.
Yeah, but I know some people have some confessions. We're not gonna really call them name.
Oh, you're just highlighting them. Huh?
We're not gonna call them name, but I'm certain that some people have confessions that we can get, and I'm sure that there's a bunch of people out there that have confessions that we can laugh at. So, guys, please, again, this is a plea for content. We don't want to just take content from the internet. We want this to be as real as possible. So, with that, I'll give us 30 seconds of music before we come back for the last 20 minutes of the show. We hope you enjoyed the poetry thus far, and we'll be back shortly. All right.
You've been wasted all this time. Now you popping up, cause I'm fucking up. And my whip so cold, call that ice on roll. But you wanna hit me up, showing love, say what's up. But you wasting all my time. Like I owe you shit, cause I knew you when you had your life ahead. What happening? Things are different now, I'm better than I ever been. Oh, you popping up, now you showing love, but it's not enough, cause I'm coming up. Like my prices, little bitch, and my whip game too sick. I can't ride with you, you wish I had to cross you off my list. I used to vibe with you, fly with you, every day spend time with you, lie with you, I would always come by to you, ride with you, keep it real, get high with you, lie with you, when I'm feeling real tired of you, more dry than you drinking all the time and you get by with you, don't ever take the time to move, surprising you, pop that in your face, put you back in your place. You've been wasted all this time, now you popping up, cause I'm fucking up, and my whip so cold, call that ice on roll, but you wanna hit me up, showing love, say what's up.
And we're back.
Oh,
hey
I'm
everybody.
and wondering there's no answer.
Oh, sorry, Hush. So yes, these are your readers. Everybody, please welcome Siren. We are very happy to have Siren to read with us tonight, and we'd like her to come back. So drop your appreciation in the comments, please. Let her know that
Yes.
she was appreciated for being here.
Yes.
Hey,
Come back, Siren. Come back.
yes.
Now I
I
found a hidden talent.
you know,
Yes, the perfect voice for those them kind of poetry that would dominatrix people.
roar.
Roar.
I really like that image that you have going on there, Siren. You know,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you want to, drop a little, in like a little conversation about maybe you make some intimate things or could consider making intimate things or just things that say love, like the one that you have in your avatar right there. Or maybe you know someone who does that kind of a thing and has a link to a store somewhere
Oh,
that
let
you
me
could,
find that
you know,
person's link.
you could.
Yeah, if you want some jewelry, guys,
Mhm.
let me find this person's link because
Right, right, right,
I think
right.
I like their stuff. It's pretty awesome sauce.
And it looks pretty
Uh,
detailed as well. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Looks really
they got
detailed.
some pretty cool stuff. I need to actually bring up, yeah, because I just kind of put that picture on there. I wasn't really expecting. You see, people like Brain come with draw me out.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about.
People come and
Um,
draw me out. If y'all interested in some jewelry, just there's that link. I don't know. Yeah, there. Just check that out. There's some love inspired stuff in there. Hint, 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 wink,
Hint,
wink.
hint, wink, wink. All right. But before we do go, since we do have a little time left,
Mhm.
I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on some of this stuff that we were talking about earlier, and that even came out in the poetry. I mean, it's unfortunate that we didn't have more to read that could take us through to the end. We kind of just got people started. We
Yeah, we
just
just
got
start
them.
get wet up and it just stop.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I mean, let's make use of the time. Yeah, we have some time left, so let's make use of the time.
And after this, if you have any more time, there's a question I do want to ask the men.
Oh, let's start with the question for the men.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely. Let's start with the question for the men. Hey,
Okay, I was having a conversation with a
right.
friend, male friend, and I was expressing to him how we as women we overthink things, and like if we're gonna if we're not we know that we're going to be intimate or physical with someone for the first time, just the things that go over and over and over in our heads. Am I alone, ladies?
No, no, you're
Hello,
not.
in the
No, you're
chat,
not.
please let me know I'm not alone.
You ain't alone.
So I wondered if men went through the same thing, and if not, or if so, what kind of things went through their mind the
Well,
first time they're gonna.
you see, before I even make some of the man them talk, I'm going to say to you one of the things that my friend always says to me. Right? The worst thing you could have do is drop off of the walk. Yeah. The worst thing you could have do, because you see, you
Boy.
don't get a second chance when you drop off of the work, right? You get a look and a frown and so yeah, walk one, like, okay, I guess
No,
you
well, if it's me, you get the "it's okay, baby,"
see
which
that
is worse, right?
exactly. what you
It
really are trying to
happens.
say?
It happens.
No, not the first time. It can happen again. And yo, the sample thing. Something
No, I
is
expect it to
that
happen the first time because
the
anxiety
man
can
them.
do a lot.
Yeah, man. And you know how man cover it up. Chano, yo, pum pum sweet, until you
Yes,
manage.
yes.
God, God. But then I'm waiting on. It looked like there's only one man in the chat, but anyway, while I wait on further comment, one of the things I'll speak about some of the things that as men when we're talking, some of the things that we talk about. There's always that there's something about Mary, formula,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Where you make sure say you empty the clip before you
Mm-hmm.
have to shoot. What you know? Hey, hold on there before we even go no further. Listen to me, man. What do you mean you're laughing?
I was waiting on that.
What kind of, hey, man, you know, what kind of laughter starting that? Eh? Well, I mean, the reality is, I think the biggest part of that is around expectations.
Mm-hmm.
If you've built up yourself to be this grandiose thing in the midst of
Anxiety,
your
man.
negotiations towards the pum pum, right? Or as I say, you've invested too much debt into the
Yes.
kitty fund, right? If you can't create a return on investment, then you're gonna have a problem. You don't want to know. I give 3 strike, then you're out. So London, how you quantify a strike, my girl? Suppose the first time I go 5 minutes, and the next time I go 10, and next time I go 15. A 3 strike that? What is that strike? Anything under half an hour?
15 seconds.
You're rotted. No, no. That is not. That is not a strike. That is a true.
Right?
That is a true, not a strike. Tell me what counts as a strike, my friend. Because you know the worst part about Manasha, we are talking, we'll go straight back to episode 1. If I have invested half an hour into our foreplay, I make you come 5-6 times.
No, that's different.
Right? And then now when we drop in, I pop off. What you gotta tell me say? Is that a strike?
It depends.
All right, talk to me now.
It depends on the mood I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, as you said, 3-4 orgasms, I'm tapped out. I'm glad you drop off quick.
All
But there's
right.
another time why my body, I'll ask for a marathon. And if you drop off
Rotted.
so quick,
It's gonna be a
I'm going
problem.
I'm going to be disappointed. Yes.
Oh, which yes, hold on. Yes, that is a strike. So it no matter how much work you put in at first, right? Once you mount up, you're expected to ride that pony, ride that pony, right? And then now this one not being able to make me enjoy it. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the entire interaction? Because as I said, suppose we've spent 45 minutes in foreplay, right? I've been fingering you, I've been eating you, I've been massaging you, I've been doing all these things, right? Your body.
Three orgasms.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, not even 3 orgasms. I chained you into 3 orgasms. So whenever make you breathe, right? But and for 3 orgasms, my fingers have been inside of you. So you come the first time, I'm gonna make you feel like you rest while I just want to play around the little and thing, and then going back in and you start chaining together the orgasms. And you're gonna tell me, say, after me done a chain together the orgasms, and in your spasmodic moments, you grab onto little brain, right? And I choke the hell out of little brain while you're spazzing. Right? When little brain finally says, okay, let me start on the quote unquote real work, and little brain drop off. You're gonna say, little brain, your big brain, that is a strike. Munashe, would that be a strike for you, though?
No, that's what I said. It really depends on where I'm at.
I'm not even about to ask Siren, because Siren sound like said.
Right?
Here's the thing.
You're not dead.
It's really it really depends. Like Menashe said, I mean, there's a point at which yes, you want the marathon, but then sometimes there's that little, freaky little demon in me that says, "Ooh, I made you come real quick."
No, me no demon. I don't know what you two are talking about. There's no demon inside. Did you not see my erotic profile? I only have 17% kink.
Only 17%. I think that's
17%.
lies. You never fill out that form for properly at all. Like, you lied on that quiz. You did that on somebody else's paper.
Pure lie. Oh yeah, man. It all depends, and sometimes me just in one selfish mood. Me no want to put in the work. So if you gave me 3 orgasms and you drop off of the work, I'm glad. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm done. I get what me want. Bye.
See ya. By the way,
Same way, so.
as you said at Monashe and Siren, I was talking to a young lady once, and the young lady said to me, "Listen, man, I am an easy sell." Someone said, "No, man, you can't sell." I'm saying, "Yeah." So I was like, "Oh, like, I mean, what does that mean, right?" And her response was, "Once I come, it's over."
Yeah, who come first win.
So
Yep.
me say, but you mean say me did a stroke and I go on good and bring you to climax, and when you're done, you just kick me out? She's like, "Yeah,
It's not
work
only men play that game, you know.
work it out yourself." I'm like,
Yep.
"What?"
Exactly.
I said, "No, Bridget," and she was like, "Yeah. Once I come, I am good."
Who come first win.
Win, exactly.
You think it's only
Jano,
men alone play that game?
I
Yeah,
thought
man.
so.
No. Sometimes I'm in that mood too.
It's a wicked act. Wicked.
Now y'all know how we women feel. Bam.
Well, I'll let too. Ah, boy, I see a new voice in the chat, but I'm not going to load them up because maybe they're a new voice because they don't want to be seen. But welcome. We do have about 10 minutes of this conversation left before we sign off.
But you
at our
notice
sign off time.
my question wasn't answered yet, you know.
Yeah, what is on
goes
them
on?
then?
Yeah, what goes on? Me notice the one man him disappear.
Boy.
There's another man,
Run
but
gone.
well, there's another man now, but as you say, new, so we'll leave him alone. So brain,
Yeah.
what goes on in the man's?
Well, I can tell you this: I'm not going to shave for you, unless, of course, I'm at a point where I haven't shaved for a long time. I'm not going to shave for you. I believe in my manliness, and my fuzz is an indication of my manliness. So I'm not necessarily going to shave for you. You don't need to shave for me. I believe in the fuzziness of the world. There's a clean front on a vagina is nice, but it's not necessary where I am concerned. I like to know that my people are mature. So if you're doing it because it's
I
fashion,
always wondered
no bother with
about
it.
that.
Yeah,
I
man.
always wonder. I think that a man that likes a bald vagina that seems so like childish, like it's a child.
Well, I
Nothing
mean,
there. I don't know. There's something that
Prepubescent stuff.
I don't know. I like my fuzz. Anyway, so that's the
a
first thing.
little landing strip or something to remind you that you're with another.
A fuzz, not a forest.
Exactly. All right. But honestly, the things. Well, for one, it's a little hard for me to speak to that because I haven't been with someone new in a while. But the things that I do think about, the worries of the dropping off, is a real worry. Yeah.
Okay.
And you want to do everything to not drop off. So if that means that you're going to rub one out before, definitely you rub one out before if you feel like you're that anxious. For me, that first night is usually about learning her body. Like I will spend my time to learn her body. You don't need body. You will get it, but you don't need
you're one
it.
of them wicked people there.
No, man. Yeah, man. You'll get it, but you don't need it. I want to know what to touch and what to stroke and how much pressure I must put where before you even think about penis. Because guess what? If me go come to no boom and drop in and it nice, right? I me say, yo, Jano, me can't manage. Boom! After 5 minutes. You know why you laugh after me? But if I take my time, I'm going to learn the little pressure points. I'm learn, okay, all right, so she's a neck person. So, kiss her on her neck while you do this. Or can drop you around into, because that's the other thing, a lot of men won't admit it, but I'm hoping that they still do it, is that in doing the foreplay, they're actually working out what position works best, right? So if you're on your back, yeah, and I am on my side, I am able to use my fingers to figure out if there are any sensitivities on the inside or on the outside of your vulva. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm able to figure out how much of my body pressure you can take by leaning on you and seeing how you react, feeling how you react. Now that would tell me, okay, am I going to go full missionary? Am I going to go wheelbarrow? Am I going to go lizard lock? Am I going to go, because depending on how much more body pressure you can take it. Don't mean it says me lie down on top of you if you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
When me lie down on top of you, me see your
Start
item start
wheeze.
fall out. Yeah,
Start wheeze.
yeah. So you have to take a little foreplay time to learn these things. You get me? And funny enough,
Listen.
a lot of women. Sorry, them Mona, a lot of women are most submissive during foreplay. When the sex starts, and what Sarah said, the little demon kick in,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
an entirely different argument. Jesus, please, that scared me. Oh God, right? Actually, it just tickled my fancy. But anyway,
But listen, you need to
yeah, man.
teach more men that though,
17%
because usually a lot of men are just in a rush to get to the punani,
Yeah.
and they don't do what you say.
Which is why
Which
most women end up in a back shot. If you find yourself in a situation where the first thing the man want to do is put you in back shot, leave.
Yes.
Why?
Up,
I've never been in that situation, but why?
Because he wants, well, let me not say he wants. Backshot is one of those positions where you are least, or you have to make the most effort to communicate with a partner. You're not facing them.
I see what you mean. Yes.
It's hard to touch anything else on them apart from what you are doing right there in them hips and in the stroking. Nothing else. If you're going to reach for her breast, you have to lean over and do some holy power. If you're going to put your foot in her head back, that's a holy power. If you're going, it's just a holy power.
No.
You get me, I say? And if you have long hair, you can grip it and pull it. You already know that there's a power dynamic that this person wants to put in place. If that is the very first thing, like, I mean, yes, if there's foreplay and then you go into that, maybe he's tease it out because maybe your body sizes don't match. I'm a big guy. I'm over 6 feet. I'm nearly 300 pounds, if not over. I'm a big dude. There's not a lot of women that I can literally lay down on top of. It's not going to happen. That the mother dead. Right? So backshot is one of those positions that actually work well for me. But
this is where you get a suspension harness.
Thank you, my friend.
Because I was going to say that depends on the size of the woman.
Well, you see, I like fun size. Oh my God. But there are lots of things that if a man is about I'm not making up. If a man is about having an orgasmic experience, right? And not having, but sharing an orgasmic experience, then there are lots of things that he will do in the pre. In the pre, he will try to talk to you, try to find out little things you like, try to win points before the activity, just in case, again, him drop off of the work. Because if you like him, if him drop off of the work, then like my friend said, you'll get maybe a 1 try or a 2 try or a 3 strike. You get me? You can at least build up your stamina there. So, but Wolperman drink roots. Black Stallion no debo, so Wolperman use Black Stallion. You still have China brush. Boom.
China brush still about?
Yeah, man.
I haven't heard about that in ages.
Ages.
Yeah, that's like since high school, everybody had talked about China brush.
Yes.
Yeah. And the boom trick is you drink like two boom.
And then have a heart attack?
1.5 boom. No, man, not have a heart attack.
And a Red Bull.
well, we don't know about the mixing part. You drink some energy drink. You have like 1 2 other energy drink. And what happens is, because you have so much, your heart beating so fast and your pumping so fast, it's not going to drop off of the work, but the refraction time is hard. So instead of having to wait 20 minutes before you can get hard again, you wait in 5 minutes, right? And so even though you drop off of the work, you can start back a second round and maybe, hopefully, win back some favor. You get me? While, yo, Jano, and you just continue the foreplay like not never happening. You switch out condom and boom, you're back, you're about to get hard again and you jump back on the work and do your thing. But yeah, I mean, men I think do, and again, it depends on the kind of man, just like what it depends on the kind of woman. with regards to the preparation. But men do, it's a different kind of preparation. I don't think it's so much about physical preparation apart from the busting a nut before you go to her, right? As much as it is mental, emotional preparation and laying off the ground. So you'll hear a whole paar man if you talk to a man before we have sex with a girl, you hear, yeah man, she in at the palm of my hand. Because I'm gonna make sure saying tell you all of these things will make you nice up and all these things. And he's waiting for that moment now to hit. And once him hit, him good. Everything after the initial hit is like, okay, well, let me see if he deserves a second round.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one and move thing is very, very real.
Which one hand move that?
No, one and move. One sexual session and move along. So you fuck her one time and you cut. Now, even though even though the term said, "Me nah load them up," that one I'm have to load up. Yeah, man. You don't mind fuzz or clean. All right, either which way works. I think I feel the same way. Again, fuzz, not forest. I think that is important.
Very.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, I take a lot from how a woman keeps her pubic area. Is you learn really quick.
Yeah, because anybody, well, men and women, if you want somebody, put them face down there. So yeah, hello.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yep.
man. Well, guys, we are at 11 o'clock. It went by a little faster than we thought it would. Because we got engaged in conversation. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Those of you who are here, the video, the podcast becomes available immediately when we end, and the podcast usually follows a little bit later in the night. Just to let you know that next week we're actually going to be doing a live show again, right? And why
Part
is
two.
that? Because the art of kissing was so hot, and so many of you asked for it.
Yes.
We're going to be doing the art of kissing part 2 next week, Thursday, 10 o'clock, right here. And then directly after the art of kissing, the next week following, we're going to have the dildo man himself, the owner of ATE Jamaica, on the show to talk to us about sex toys and working through some of the stigma around sex toys and how he
Yes, Lord.
Yes. All right, Cyrene.
But what stigma? The only stigma is for men, not women.
Boy, I don't know about that, you know. I don't know about that because I think there's a lot of stigma for women.
Well, yeah, this is Jamaica.
Yeah,
this is Jamaica. For Jamaica, yes.
When you begin to diversify what the toys are and all of these things, and diversify in sizes and lengths. All right. So the Art of Kissing Part 2 next week. Join us again at that time. And then the sex toys, working around stigma and working on self-pleasure is the week after. So see you guys again next week and the week after, and love you for sticking around. So have a great one. From TwepTwep to you. Later.
Bye. I stole Frenchie's bye.
No, that's my bye.
Oh, it's your bye. Oh God, everybody is doing the bye.
Night, guys. Good night, guys. Have a great one. Thank you for being here. From us to you, TwepTwep, always. Bye-bye.